This is Ramya, Assistant Professor, JJ College of Arts and Science, Autonomous. Dear students, in this session, in this presentation, we are going to say a fantastic novel which is written by Thomas Hardy. Thomas Hardy's novel, The Return of the Native, centers on two young lovers trapped in an unhappy marriage because they marry for the wrong reasons. The book highlights the problem with the romantic idealism and how we often end up in prisons of our own making. Hardy was an English novelist and poet. He famously only wrote novels for financial gain because he thought poetry was a purer form of art. He mainly wrote about characters facing financial hardship and stifled dreams. The Return of the Native is set in Egdon Heath, a fictional village in southwestern England. The novel takes place over a year, beginning on Guy Fawkes Night in November. The villagers are preparing for the festivities. They all avoid a man called Riddleman who sells red dye to sheep farmers for their wool marking. Covered in dead strains, the villagers think he is terrifying. In this way, the story starts. One villager spots a woman inside the Riddleman's van. The Riddleman, who introduces himself as Diggory Wen, admits that they are unmarried. The villager fears for the woman's safety, but she seems happy enough. Diggory continues his merry journey with the woman beside him. It is still unclear why they are traveling and where they are going. The girl's identity is revealed as Thomasine Yeobright, her name. She is the daughter of a privileged Egdon Heath family. Thomasine is in big trouble. She loves a man called Damon Wild Eve, who runs the local inn. He is a heartbreaker with little money, but Thomasine swears that she loves him. They planned to elope, but their plans fell through, leaving Thomasine devastated. Now she returns home in shame. So this is what her story. Thomasine's aunt, Mrs. Yeobright, despairs when she hears the news. She knows that Thomasine's reputation is compromised. No one respectable will marry her now. It is imperative that she marries Wild Eve, whether she likes it or not. Mrs. Yeobright grabs Thomasine and takes her to Wild Eve's home. Meanwhile, the bonfire burns over at Captain V's house. V has a granddaughter, Estacia. Wild Eve's crazy about her and he courts her when he is not busy seducing Thomasine. Mrs. Yeobright convinces Wild Eve to marry Thomasine. The Yeobright women go home satisfied. In this way, the story moves. Wild Eve sneaks off to court Estacia. Estacia fancies Wild Eve, but she doesn't love him. She only courts him because he is the only single man in Egdon Heath. That night, Captain V tells her that Mrs. Yeobright's very wealthy son, Clym, is returning home from Paris. Thinking that Clym sounds cultured and fun, Estacia plans to marry him. Estacia tells Voldiv the news. Heartbroken, Voldiv settles on Thomasin. He goes to Thomasin's house and they formally arrange a wedding day. Meanwhile, Estacia seeks out Clym. Clym doesn't care for her at first, but he soon falls for her beauty. Clym decides to marry Estacia. He is also relieved that Voldiv is marrying Thomasin so that she won't be disgraced. Clym and Estacia move to another country village. Clym plans to set up a school there. This is not the life Estacia had in mind. She had hoped that they would travel to Paris and see the world. Miserable in the village, she regrets marrying Clym, no matter how handsome he is. He embraces her and they are living in poverty. In the meantime, Voldiv settles into married life with Thomasin. She is soon pregnant and everyone is happy. Voldiv loses interest in his wife because she is pregnant. He wants a mistress. He turns to Estacia again, promising to make her wealthy. They meet one summer's day and talk about their future. Estacia wants to leave Clym, but Voldiv isn't ready to give up Thomasin entirely. The secret liaison causes uproar around Egdon Heath. Thomasin is devastated because she knows that Voldiv still loves Estacia. Clym feels and he dumps Estacia, who returns home to her grandfather, Captain V, disgraced. The town temple laugh at her. The town's people laugh at her. Meanwhile, Thomasin gives birth to a baby girl. Voldiv and Estacia hook up. Estacia wants to be his mistress. They arrange another liaison, but in the meantime, Clym wants Estacia back. Clym goes after Estacia, who is wandering around the heath looking for Voldiv. Clym must find her before she runs off and shames herself. A storm is brewing. It is a terrible night to be wandering around Egdon Heath. Voldiv finds Estacia and he sets off ahead to wait for her in the dark. The plan is that they will travel by carriage along the road and he will give her the money to reach Paris. He will meet her in Paris as soon as he can. Clym, however, intercepts them. In the ensuing chasm, Estacia falls down a slope into the river. Voldiv hears the commotion and goes in after her. They both drown. Knowing that he is partially responsible, Clym decides to live a holy life. He retires from teaching and dedicates himself to God. Thomasin wants another husband and so she marries Diggory, who has always loved her. He is the only character who is truly happy by the end. Thank you.